she on her life. She told me, mouth too slick. Hey, Jonesy in the morning. Got your lip, let's take from me. Girl, it's giving nice. It's Jonesy in the morning. Jonesy in the morning. With shade and laughter. Shade and laughter me.
Crunching on.
You caught me with the cup in my mouth.
Crunching that ice. That means your iron is low. You eat ice all day?
All the time.
Your iron is low. That used to be me. It was so bad. I used to be crunching on the radio in Philly that the fans bought me an ice machine.
Oh, that's hilarious. Well, good morning, and good morning, everybody.
Good morning, ice cruncher.
Yeah, I want to thank everybody, all 184 viewers that were watching the shower hour.
Oh, wow. Come on, shower hour.
Yes, it's a hit.
That's dope.
It is.
And our friends. And our friends down the road. Did they have 185? Did they have 1, 8, or 5? No.
You know, it's the norm.
We don't care about them though. We good over here.
Sure enough is.
All right, gang. I'm gonna wait until a few more people get here. But Anita won. Anita Appleby. You know you number one, Anita Appleby. Today you're number one, Anita. I look especially greasy this morning. And I can explain why. No, I really can't. Well, maybe. I've been using Wild Grow on my hair, as I told you. Old girl burnt it out. And then Cassandra came back, got off of the set of Elsbeth, and came and did the big chop for me. So we are starting from scratch, but I don't care. Like, short hair, long hair, medium hair, I don't care. As long as it's healthy hair, right? Because there's nothing uglier than somebody with long hair that's brittle and dry and unmanageable. And I don't care. But the women whose hair I love, it looks shiny like a sheen. It's bouncy, even if it's short. And you can tell by someone's hair if they take care of themselves. So I'm here for the hair, I am here for the... So that explains the greasiness, but we'll get past that. I am... what am I? I was in the right place at the right time last night. So I was hanging out with my buddies from Lake Cool Champagne. Shout out to Khadijah and Muhammad over there at Lake Cool. Sponsor here on Jonesy. The sponsor here alongside Nationwide Bus Charter and Make My Fish. Sponsor of Jonesy in the Morning and Pink Champs, the podcast that is coming back in a few weeks. I told you I got my set delivered. Part of it is there. Part of it is there. There's one piece missing, but I have an alternate part just in case. And I'm very excited. And while we were sitting down talking about our plans for the Pink Champ rollout, all of these officials and politicians from Newark come rushing in. And they're like, we did it. We won. So, Brick City, are you in here? Can anybody tell me? They said it was school elections, but can you tell me why they were so excited? Is there something going on in the Newark school system that they were trying to accomplish or avoid? Because they were excited. I thought it was a mayoral or some election would do it all that I missed. But congratulations, and congratulations to Roz and his brother Midi Baraka for getting people involved. I love when I see leaders of community looking like members of the community, if you know what I mean. All right, so we are at a healthy 80, and I haven't even gone to get the stragglers from IG. Let me do that right now. I'm a little tired. I'm a little tired today. Thank you, guys. Thank you yesterday. You donated money. We got $296 towards Chay's Tiki Bowl. So for those of you all right, Brick City, I see you. I see you in here. Hi, Asia. So for those of you that don't know, my son Chay got invited to perform in the Tiki Bowl. It's a invite-only football game that takes place out in Hawaii. And it's like about $3,000 to get him there, a little more. But the village, because y'all know I'm not working for an institution. I'm like my own, like a lot of you. But $20 here, $30 there, it all adds up and it helps. So I appreciate yesterday we got up to $300. Hopefully we can continue going. But thank you so much, because I know that right now is a very precarious. I had someone that got laid off and still donated $75. Thank you. And guess what? We're going to turn it around. You laid off now, but you laid off for the layup. That I know. Because it makes no sense. Everywhere I turn, somebody's job is in jeopardy. All right, so Virginia did the damn thing too? Did Virginia show up and do what Virginia was supposed to do? Where's Grayson? Grayson Politics. Now we need your ass. Come on in here. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Giddy, I'm about to send you something, but this is like, I'm so tired of seeing cops beat up on people in handcuffs. Mondami better say something before I go wild out on his ass. You know I flip. You know I flip. Matter of fact, I'm going to text them. Hold on. Let me clean this. There we go with that. Let me clean this. There we go with that. Now I'm going to the roll call so we can get this party started. We got 86 people. Not bad, not bad. Anita's first with Chay Bella close second. And I saw Chay Bella when you came in, but Anita was sitting there for like a few seconds before you, but Chay Bella. Good morning, Rimai and Sherelle, Ms. Elena. Good morning, Natalie, Kiana, and Live Love's Life. Good morning. Kamika, Big R is back. Reginald Garrick is here. Nicole Perry with the pink hand. Hey, boo, hey. Ayo is here. I think I missed you yesterday. Nikki Blue and Eric, all the way from South Kakalaka, but originally from New York. Hi, Be True. Hi, Mimi. Grayson is here. Grayson, get on that story about Virginia. I'll be coming to you later on during the class. Al, good morning. Garcelle, Yellow Diamond, welcome. B-Dub. Did I say Nikki Blue already? Charlie, I am. Ulysses, good morning. And Tracy. Make sure you like before you sit down. Subscribe if you have not. Two Girls Mom, good morning. Rhonda Walker and Nikki Hall, good morning. Disco Nika. Melly Mel, thank you so much for setting off the donations yesterday. I so appreciate you, and you called it. So thank you for leading the charge by example. Good morning, everybody on IG. They're getting their shout outs because they are, we're already at 101. Come on over, please, to Pink Champs on YouTube. Pink Champs, the show. So you can be a part of the shenanigans. Kim Travels, good morning. Ox the Mogul, good morning. Antique and Gal and Miss C. Hey, booze, hey. Yellow Diamond, see? Giddy Yellow Diamond said, that is so true. I know because I was anemic and used to crunch ice like crazy. Yup. Giddy got caught crunching ice. He didn't know I was going to bring him up. And I was like, because we all know it. Listen, we used to sit on the benches in Astoria with cups of ice and then wonder why 20 years later, teeth be missing and shit be fucked up. But it's because of the iron, the hemoglobin. Jean Bayer, you would be, good morning, Jean Bayer, you would be surprised when you go to the doctor and they do your blood levels. They'll look at your blood levels, your ice cruncher, and be like, we don't even understand how you're still walking around. It's so low. Your hemoglobin is so low. And we keep on. I used to feel like I was dragging a bag of bones. And I did not know what it felt like to not be anemic until I had a blood transfusion. And that was by mistake.
So that's what had to happen?
The blood transfusion, well, no. The blood transfusion happened because, leave the birdies alone. They hear the voice. They're driving you crazy. When I was getting the last surgery on the tumor, he accidentally hit a blood vessel and I bled out and they had to give me a blood transfusion. But when I woke up, I felt alive. Like I felt lighter. I felt more aware. And I was like, what's going on? They said, you've been filled up. Like they restored all the hemoglobin that for years had been going out because of the fibroids and the excessive bleeding on my monthly and things like that, right? So you never, taking iron pills will never quite get you back where you're supposed to be. You either need to get an IV bag of iron that you can get from your doctor if you request, or one of those IV people. That immediately, you feel that shit immediately.
That's could explain how a lot of times before, whenever I had to go in the hospital, I used to be like, when I get my IV, I used to feel like $1,000,000.
Yeah.
But not to relieve my hip, release my HIPAA. I happen to have went to my cardiologist this week, and he's sending me to a blood doctor because he says my blood is too thick. He's like, my benefit may be to give blood so that I can get some of it out because he's like, I'm way too high. But I was always told don't give blood because I also am on Coumadin, which everybody knows a blood thinner.
Huh.
So that's interesting you say that. I'm going to have to investigate. Thank you, doctor.
No, thanks for sharing. This is the only way we're going to get the information, especially folks of color, because we always used to hide and don't tell your business, don't tell your, but sometimes we have special things that only happen to us, right? And I hate to say, and you have to go to Black doctors because they know, because a lot of them, just because they're Black, they're not going to the seminars with the new information either, right? It be the Indian doctors and the Jew doctors and the Asian doctors that go to those seminars and find out what the new things are, what the developments have been. So it's just a matter of paying attention to the doctor's wall when you go in there. Pay attention to the decorations and see what they say and see the year on what they said. And sometimes they're doing old medicine and they're not up to the time. So it's important to share information. You know how to share without oversharing. We are of an age. And C, 23, good morning. And Rave C and Nandy, Brick City, and Natika, and Ancy 8. Good morning. Jodeci, my fave. And where's my moderator, Kim from Harlem? Good morning, Kim. Kim, we stick it to the bingo papers and the pens like we did the first time, because Giddy will not be in the building tomorrow. And I cannot do that digital stuff. I'm not ready. I'm not confident. Do the old school bingo. If you guys are coming, it's free to get in. Comedy in Harlem. We do hip hop R&B bingo the third Thursday, but this month we had to do it the fourth Thursday because all you gotta do is pay for your bingo boards. 2 for $25, 3 for $30. And you can pay when you get there, or you can cash at me in advance. It does not matter to me. I just want people to come show up so we can have some good conversations, some good fellowship. We got a spades game going on, and you can sign up for that as well. What we might need is extra pads, Kim. I don't know if you could steal some from. That's the only thing I miss from the block is being able to steal the rolls of toilet tissue and the paper products. I used to load up. Nobody was there at 5 and 6 in the morning, right? I'm taking all the packs of paper. No wonder the copier never had paper. It was in my living room, on my printer, on my goddamn printer with patty pie. And let's get the show going. Oh, wait. Okay, thank you, Grayson, for the sticker. Democrats scored an important win in Virginia last night through the redistricting vote. Okay. All right, need more information. Amazon Mom, good morning. Zach Mack, how you doing today? Mo James, welcome. Nia, good morning. Did I tell you I forgot all about an interview we were supposed to be doing on Monday? Thank God the lady showed me grace. They hired me to do a Juneteenth gala out in Monmouth County. Like I said, who even knew that it was enough Blacks out there in that capacity doing galas? But I'm the hostess, and they were supposed to interview with us on Monday. So I rescheduled them for next Monday. So please make sure that you're here next Monday, because we might even have questions about voting locally out in Monmouth County. I was talking to Amiri, Ras Baraka's brother last night, because he knows how to break down the districts. And so I said, I remember when we were trying to figure out a strategy to get Ras reelected. And I was telling you that I probably couldn't help you with Burlington County or Monmouth County, because those are just always going to be white. They're just always going to vote Republican. And we just know what it is. And he skillfully, his brother, Miri, he knows his stuff. He was like, well, if we can get Montclair, so-and-so, and so-and-so, it's a skill to it, I'm telling you. And that damn Elon Musk is a hair in my chin, an additional hair in my chin. I'm telling you, Elon Musk needs that ass whooped. That's all he needs with his pasty, racy ass. Always looking greasy and pasty. I don't even understand. What cocktail of drugs are you taking, sir, that make you pasty like that? Now he's suing. He's suing because the government won't let him use AI to discriminate against Black people. So he wants to be able to use AI and make fake commercials, putting out poisonous messages and tricking people into thinking that Black people is doing this, Black people are doing that. And he's suing because he can't. He's a fucking menace. This is where the gangs need to devote their energy and their anger and their rage. We have video.
Has told a federal judge that being forced to not discriminate against Black people violates his First Amendment rights. I'm not exaggerating. That's the actual lawsuit. Your entire attention is on a Chris Brown and Usher stadium tour right now. Meanwhile, Elon Musk is in federal court deciding whether his AI can reject you for your home, your job, and your doctor. This is why we're always missing at the table. The media pushes the concert, and while you're trying to figure out tickets you cannot afford, somebody is in federal court making decisions about your life, with or without you in the room. Same week, the NAACP sued him for running an AI data center in a Black Memphis neighborhood. No permits, hazardous chemicals, people cannot breathe. So let's be clear. He does not want you to breathe clean air at home. And he is in court right now, making sure his AI can reject you for your job, your apartment, and your doctor. The law he is fighting, Colorado's. It says AI has to be fair when it decides your housing, your employment, your healthcare. That is the whole law. He sued to block it. Stadium tour in the summer, federal court in the fall. One has your attention, the other has your future.
That's facts. That is facts. Don't let Cardi distract. Nope. Pay attention. He is a menace that needs to be ended. I hate having to every day put white people in their place. I hate it But if ain't nobody gonna do it, I'm here for it. I will. And for many years, I was forced to sit in silence and just be, I don't even want to say gossip girl, because I never was really the gossip girl, but be entertainment news reporter and not be controversial, not be so informative, because in the morning, people don't want to hear that. They don't want to get, well, if the fuck you don't want to hear it, don't come here. Because I don't have the luxury of sitting here and cracking jokes all day just to make people feel good. I'm worried about your long-term good feeling. And only that's going to come with being informed of what the fuck is happening around you so that you're not caught off guard. And if you have the information and still choose not to do shit with it, that's your business. But you can't come and blame Big Mama, because Big Mama has told you. Big Mama has sung. Big Mama, Big Mama, Big Mama. All right? Moving on. Thank you, Elaine, for your super chat donation. Hi, Trinero. Thank you, Mimi. See, I be encouraging people to donate to this free show because it's still work, right? It's still content. I see y'all clipping my stuff, and people probably trying to get me to do interviews based on yesterday's show. I don't know where that came from. I gave a whole lot of personal information, but it was freeing at the end of the day. So thank you for allowing me that space to share, and thank those of you that could relate, that were not afraid to tell me you could relate. Sometimes you be feeling like you the only one that made bad decisions in your 30s and 40s. Because you're supposed to be better in that, in those ages, right? But I'm here to tell you that you will be making mistakes until you can't make any mistakes. And it's okay. It's all right. I'm not going to let anybody shame my past or child. I was talking about the wick. I guess it's a good thing I didn't tell Envy that, right? He brought that shit up on Breakfast Club. But I bet you now it's a bunch of podcasters that's going to invite me on the show to come and do an interview and then ask directly about that. We're not doing that. Because that was a moment. That was a moment in life. And that was a lesson that I needed to learn, that there's no difference in me, you, her, the 14-year-old that got pregnant that needs assistance. There's nothing different about any of us. And many of us have worked and paid taxes into this fucking system. So you might think that the system owes you. That's how I feel. You're not going to shame me because I'm tapping into some shit that I paid into. And nothing stays up forever. So even if right now you're not in your finest moment, right? Or you're trying to figure out what your next step is going to be, and you're worried and you are concerned, I will tell you that those emotions are very real. Do not feel like, oh, I got to stop thinking about it. No, think about it for a healthy amount of time. Just don't get stuck inside of it. Force your brain, different parts of the day, force your brain to be on other problems or other good thoughts. Because thinking about it is not going to immediately change the situation. Try to find a solution, yes, but don't even obsess over that. Don't let that be your whole thing. Because guess what? Everything always works itself out. For however it works out. Either you got to make a change, an adjustment, or something happens and you're able to stay the same, or you're able to restart, or it never stays the same and it always works itself out. But you will not get that time you spent worrying and obsessing back. You won't get it. It's the hardest thing to do because you don't want to be in that dark place. You don't want to be worried all damn day. But this is where you test your mental capacity and your mental strength. And each day, one day you say, all right, I'm going 5 minutes. I'm not going to think about it. Then the next day, say, all right, I'm going to challenge myself 10 minutes straight. I'm not going to worry about my problems. I'm not going to think about what's going to happen after this last little severance check. And then the next day you might do 20 minutes. But each day it's like strengthening a muscle. Does anybody hear me? Am I talking to myself? What's going on? What's going on? I don't hear that phone ringing saying, Jonesy, you talking today? So yeah, about the iron. I know. Hi, Tynette Grayson. I just realized I'm watching yesterday's replay. I feel stupid. No, that's why we put it up. You were supposed to watch it. From 7 to 8, that's what we do now. And then 8 o'clock, we start the live. The live messy mess, all from my chest. Yeah, Amazon mom, the lady, Elon Musk is I don't even know how he has a First Amendment right when he was born in South Africa and creating all this mayhem. That's why I said a nigga like that doesn't need to be dragged in the streets and mollywopped. That's it. Beat that nigga down. Thank you, Nick Music. Thank you for that. You see that comment? There's a basehead in the Bronx by Tremont, and his words is years ago he was free basing at a party with Bill Gates, allegedly. Jonesy, tell me why I believe his story. Why wouldn't you? I don't know why we put these clowns on such pedestals when they have come into this earth as criminals, as captors, as thieves, as liars, as mediocre. Yeah. As violent. So why they can't have the crack pipe? What is this, Giddy?
The Bill Gates grown lab meat. You bring it up.
So now they've given him is it the USDA or the FDA has given Bill Gates the approval to sell lab-grown meats. And that apparently it's been in stores and they don't have to tell us. Is there audio with that? So you might have already been thinking you getting a great value, if you know what I mean. Hint, hint. And it could be lab-grown meat. I told you, groceries don't even taste the same to me anymore. Now, it could be those I'm big. Fucking with my taste buds. I don't think so. Yeah, people. Getting the approval to sell lab-grown meats without disclosing that we're buying and about to feed our children and our loved ones lab-grown meats. I'm still recovering any rehab, but I'm still listening to you guys every morning. Thank you, Christina. Oh, thank you, Tim. Appreciate you. Guys, come off the Instagram and come on to YouTube at Pink Champs the Show. That's where we are. Yep. Get well soon, Christina. No shame in needing help. That's right. You worked and paid into it. Yep. So in case you they're trying to take that away from us. They're trying to take the Social Security, everything. And like the lady said, y'all sitting here fighting over whether or not Chili going to be on tour or not. What? Really? Right. And we have nothing to be ashamed of considering how we were plundered and excluded from building wealth and still are from acquiring wealth. So thank you, Maya. It's okay to, I was telling my son, or I'm thinking of telling him, that when his peers try to, it's the same behavior. So when he does these camps, a lot of times he walks away with MVP, right? And my son trains a lot. Like he trains a lot, and he never gives, I believe he don't give his body a full time to recover. That's the one thing that I'm always trying to encourage and make it be a habit. As hard as you go, you got to recover. So sometimes he doesn't, and his hamstrings be tight, be locked up, right? But he still wants to go. So his peers will see him on maybe when his hamstrings are hurting or whatever, because he never makes excuses for his performance. But they try to measure him by that and say things about that and post it. And I'm like, Giddy, cue the music. Cue the music. I'll be going to jail tonight. I don't play. I will fucking get up. I went to jail for doing it before. But I do realize that's not what gets these kids nowadays, right? They're all into social media. And none of them really be happy. The ones that like want to post shit or try and clown your kid or highlight a not so shining moment, they don't have followers like I do. So what I do is I go and find your shit, right? And then I post it on my platform. But then I get yelled at by my son for being petty. Okay. But the point is, like, it's so much going on in the world, right? And people are still trying to inflict pain or trying to embarrass. And I know that's probably just some boy stuff. But I say, and I want to find a way to say to him, it's so funny that when you get these MVPs and you get these this and that and these offers and these looks and these invitations to these camps, not one time do you ever make anybody else feel bad or like they're not good enough. My son is always the one. I'm a hating ass bitch. I don't care if you're 10, if you're 110, if your shit is whack, I'm going to call it out. Yes. I'm not going to jump in your face, but I'm going to talk that talk in my house. But he will shut me down in the house and be like, no, so-and-so is amazing. No, he is that kid. So I want to tell him, let them post. And then when they see you at the next and the next and the next, and the coaches are once again taking your phone and putting their phone numbers in your phone, tell them bitches keep that same energy. Post that. Post that. Because you are who you are. You're not who you are on a good day. You're not who you are on a, when you're on steroids. You're who you are because that's who the fuck you are. And everybody in the loins from which you come, everybody don't need to always be on just because you're being challenged, right? You don't have to be on. You'll perform like you a circus animal. Make them niggas have to pay $200 to come to a camp and challenge you there. But they won't. They won't. But it's interesting. Then yes, I am still 12 mentally. Owning my not so groaning. But it'd be hard. I got to find a way to reach him because he is so biblical and I am so bastardized. Like I am the child in this house. Jalen just walks by. He just ignores me now. He'd be like, bro, Chay, actually, I want you to wind up in heaven with me. You're not going to get there with that behavior. And I tell him, God knows me. He knows. He knows what I mean. And I've poured enough good out there. And when you get this age, hopefully you still are biblical. But sometimes you get so jaded, back to back to back, bullshit happening. The shit that was supposed to happen in your mind to you don't happen. And you start wearing it and calling out bullshit. Calling out bitches that can't hold a note with a Louis bag. And then you're called a hater. No, I just call it having an opinion and calling out the obvious, stating the obvious and not caring if my opinion is liked or not. Hi, Carlos. C.M. Williams, butchers do need to make a comeback. But do you think that they might be on the tape? I mean, at that point, wouldn't the farmers get in on it? Ted Smooth, the one. We still talking about you having everybody run around that Jack and Jill party. Yeah, I'm in here talking my talk. My son they are the best part of me, but I can't rise above. I've seen too much shit and have experienced it. Ted, I said radio has not been so great to me. I think I stayed here too long. I was supposed to go back to singing or shift. Maybe I should have went into education. I don't know. But I overstayed my welcome here. I just happened to be so great at it. No modesty over here. I just happened to be great at it. But it was nothing I planned to. But now as a result, I'm doing public speaking now, right? I've morphed into that. And I'll be at the Queens Public Library. As a matter of fact, I'm doing a 3-episode speaking engagement. It's called Learning How to, what is it called? It's a long title, like learning how to pivot and rebrand, reinvent. Last night, Ross Baraka's brother told me, he said, they got the right one because you done reinvented and went out there and reinvented, came back here and reinvented, stayed home for years, reinvented and came back and reinvented again. Nobody can talk about that shit better than you. And I'm like, who knew? Here I am crying and thinking it's tragedy that I had to keep pivoting and figuring it out. And I was worth something. So when I talk, listen to me. I don't talk from being a lady up on the hill with mansions and jewels. I talk from a bitch that got it. For those of y'all just watching, y'all know this is a prop. This is fake. This is not even real. It's a toy that the man here on my podcast bought me because I was talking with fake cigarettes, how my mother used to be telling people off, and he just went and said, instead of you doing this, I'm going to just find you. It's props. We do a lot of stuff on the show, which is why you need to come on YouTube right now at Pink Champs the Show and join us. So you can join in on the shenanigans of fun. McDonald's has been feeding us lab meat, I believe. Yep. I believe that. Yep, big new sports massages. I invest in sports massages. Right, but they want to get in his head. So if you're not paying attention, and I feel like I'm not, I try to give him his space, and that's his world, and nobody needs their mom hovering over. But sometimes you got to pay close attention to how the kid leaves in the morning, how they come back. And even though when you ask them, how was your day? They go, fine. One word answers. Okay. Yes. No. Phrase a question to where they can't give you a yes, no answer. And that's how you find out what's going on. Either that or just start going through their shit. That's what I do. I just go through their shit. I don't got time I need to know. This is a speaking engagement. It says unfinished. Reinventing your story at any age with Jonesy in the Morning. Hey, that's me. It's going to be June 9th at the Queens Public Library, South Side. Come inside from 7 p.m. it starts. 6 p.m. it starts, June 9th. So mark your calendars. I'm going to be out on your part. Jamaica, Hollis, Springfield, Laurelton. I'm going to be on your parts. So come on. Chay Bella, Far Rockaway ain't that far. Pull up. Yeah, recovery is important. Stretch it. He does stretch. No, he stretches. It's not that we figured out what it was just last week. Why the hamstrings? He's been doing this lifting program and we figured it out. So, we do the acupuncture now and all the things. These are necessary. Even the cryotherapy. That's always been part of the regimen. But the mental All the acupuncture and the cryotherapy and the massages and the cupping ain't shit if kids are in your head, because they will make you believe that one day that you were a little off is your primary brand. And I'm not having it. I'm not having it. So I'm going to take my little video. He's going to be so mad of when he's one-on-one in and snatching niggas from around their waist and pulling them down when they midair. I'm going to start, I got to do better with the filming, but I'm going to start posting that and let him be mad at me, because his little friends, they be watching my page too. Because then you're going to look crazy and they're going to say, why are you posting that? Like, why are you posting that when there's all these other things? See, I'm going to fuck you up mentally. And then your parents going to be mad at me. No, then your parents going to be mad at me. And then me and your parents going to be fighting. Wait, you said F the 40 acres and fuck the mule. Can I get some livestock at this point? All I need is one bike. Scam call likely. It's funny. Good morning, Set in Stone. Welcome to the show. All right, are you guys coming over? Are you coming over? Hi, Miss Pumpkin. Come on over. Isaac, come on over, y'all. Because this is a lot. Y'all need to come over and make the numbers go up to 200. Yup, Shay Bella, yup. Yeah, when they go low, fuck all that being. I'm not, no. I'm not marching. I'm being very violent with your offspring. So keep them the fuck away from mine. They'll be coming home and hanging up cleats. Talking about, I don't want to play no more. This is that lady from the radio. She be talking shit about me on her podcast. She be posting things about, yeah, I'll do it. Sonny's Meat Market in Edison, Black owned and excellent. Okay, there's one. And then there's the one in Linden. I can't remember the name of it, but it's owned by Asian people. I don't know if that makes a difference to you, but it was good for me during COVID. Vote them out. Get out the vote. Yes. DJ Test Move. Come on. Which library? The Queens Public Library on... Shoot, now you got me. That's the flyer. I think it says where it is at the bottom. No, I can't see.
It's the one on Merrick Boulevard in Jamaica.
Thank you, Giddy. Hi, Georgiana. I saw a clip on farmers in America, and a lot of farmers are losing money and not making no money because of these tariffs by this idiot Trump, and it's sad. Some of them are crying. Who they vote for? White Castle is the best way to clean your system. And let's just all agree that the meat we've been eating and loving after parties, after the after party, coming home eating, is not meat, it's clean out. I don't know what that's called. It's clean out fuel. Yup. And the one in Patterson especially. And now they didn't try to take it up a notch. They got different kind of cheeses. You can get cheddar cheese on your White Castle. I'm like, why y'all fucking it up? Why nigga gotta have options? Just take what we took. It's all gonna make you shit anyway. Cambria Heights. I did not mean to leave out Cambria Heights. Did I say Jamaica? St. Albans. Astoria need to pull up. Flushing, Corona, the Hearst, y'all need to pull up too. June 9th at the Queens Public Library on Merrick. And support the kid. And let's get some good information out there. Yep. Central Library. Thank you, Tracy. Nikki said that was the perfect song for the cigarette pop. Can we post the cruise flyer, please? Yes. And the promoters of you mean the 90s Day, the 90s Girls concert in Punta Cana? The promoter said that the information What did he say? I said
We
people
have a
said,
direct link now that I'm going to put up that gives them their to make their reservations for the hotel and everything.
okay. Hit the like button if you forgot. Please hit the like button when you get in here. Meat City, that's the place. Thank you, Mimi. Be nice, football mom. Just talk the talk. Your passion is on the field. Remember sportsmanship. Tell them that. I'm tired of my son taking high roads. I ain't raised him to take high roads. That was not supposed to be said out loud. That was not supposed to be said out loud. I did not raise my kids to take no high roads. I mean, I'm grateful and I'm thankful that he does, but enough is enough. He's the most humble kid. But sometimes you got to stand up for your humble kid and let niggas know how it could go dark real fast. I'm by no means the ignorant mom or the that family in the projects that fights everybody and all the cousins and even the old elders come out fighting with canes. No. But nor am I going to be the punk ass bitch to be victimized or allow my kids to be mentally fucked with, physically fucked with, or any of that. I'm not. I don't know the outcome. But thank you, Chanero. He is, but you know, sometimes I don't know the outcome, but it's going to be one on each side at the very least. Thank you, Trinero and Ty Love. Thank you. Yeah, it's important. It's important for them to hear it because kids be so jealous and kids be so. Some of them be wanting the investment that they see I make into my son with my time. And I was that kid who never had parents taking me to events, who never came to my talent shows or very rarely came. I was that kid. So I speak from experience. Now, I didn't try and fuck with somebody's head and be like, why are your parents always here? I never did that. Or you can't sing. No, I never did. I kept my mouth shut, my head down, and worked on myself because there's always somebody that sings better than you. There's always somebody that looks better than you. There's always somebody whose waist is smaller than you. And there's always somebody who is always somebody. So, you know, you just got to know. This goes for kids. This goes for adults because it don't change. The competition goes to the boardroom. Then they try to sabotage you. Then it becomes political. So now you need an advocate that's in management. So when they start trying to throw daggers your way, if you don't have an advocate, there's nobody in there saying, "Oh, whoa, that's not how that happened. Oh, you know that's a lie. That's a fabrication." It don't stop. So I gotta train them young, train them now to tune that out. And those ain't your friends. Because why would you do that? Why would you keep talking about that a not perfect day, but you don't give the same energy and post the perfect days? And it's way more of those than it is of those. That's why I just need to fuck everybody up. That's why. Hi, Denise. We grew up in a different time. I know our parents, many of our parents would have liked to have been there, but could not. Or they were depressed and didn't want to be bothered because they were tired. And they didn't have the tools and they didn't know how to manage. You know what I mean? So when you at home, a stay-at-home mom back then, and you can't drive and you got kids, you got to have dinner ready on the table, and that becomes your routine. Sometimes you, as yourself, don't get the love. You don't get the attention. You don't get the, are you okay? You don't get the the things. And you just wind up becoming like a numb worker. And then you're alone with your thoughts, right? And then maybe you start looking at your peers and wondering why my life couldn't be like that, why my life couldn't have been like that. And it's not always oh, you're better off. No, sometimes you wind up with a fucked up life. Sometimes you wind up with the fucked up life. So at that point, I say, then you just got to be thankful and grateful that you got all your toes, hopefully. Start paying attention to the little things that we take for granted every day. When the rainbow is not enough, you got to start being thankful for the little things. And I feel like once you show thankfulness and gratitude for little things, that spiritually opens you up and brings the universe and universal things and blessings to you. Things you never even imagined, just by you acknowledging the simple gifts. But again, the point of me even bringing this up is don't stay in a bad thought, but for so long. It's unrealistic for me to say, go the whole day and don't have one bad thought. That shit ain't real. That's a bunch of bullshit. And I'm not even getting paid to feed you bullshit. So I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to tell you, when they tap in, when it comes to your mind, only stay there for a limited amount of time and move on. And when it goes back, move on. Or come to fucking R&B hip hop bingo. That'll keep your mind, or we'll keep you on your toes. As fast as they be playing them records and moving on and not wanting to repeat what the song was you missed. That'd be me. Come on out tomorrow night. I'll be your distraction. There's always 1,000 things going on there. That's Comedy in Harlem. Tomorrow night, we're going to be there. Doors open, I think, at 6 or 7. And the bingo and the spades start at 8 o'clock. My mom paid PTA dues because she couldn't attend meetings. They didn't attend my band shows, cheerleader games, etc. But they supported at home and made sure we were involved in something. That's dope. That means they were cognizant and aware. There's some parents that are so depressed and don't even realize that it's depression that they can't even pull themselves to do that. And some parents don't have that $30 to donate to a bunch of bitches that, for the most part, it's just a bunch of bitches trying to be bossy there because they can't have a say at home. But they stay in the marriage, living a lie. My parents basically only came to my graduation. Yep, that I know. And my 5th grade graduation, where I had my first solo, my mother stayed up drinking so late the night before and fighting with my father that she was late for that. I was so proud of him, though, because I said, now he's going to mess around and miss my graduation waiting for her ass. But I don't even think I knew. I don't know. I don't know. I think when I left for school that morning, I think I knew that they were supposed to. I'm trying to think. 5th grade graduation, PS 17. Did the parents have to bring you? Or was it a regular day? Maybe the parents had to bring her. Maybe mommy wasn't in the car. And I was upset because I was like, she's going to miss my solo. But I was glad that, well, daddy probably brought me because he knew I had to be there on time. But I saw her sliding through the back. She ain't think I noticed. I sliding in late. And she made it. She wasn't about to die on that hill. I'll never forget. How you miss your child's first solo? Right. They did the best they could do. Yup, Debbie. Yup, that I know. With very little. The best they could do with damn near nothing. Nicole said, why am I not seeing my comment? I don't know. It says that I'm showing the comments. Yeah, the kids need support. You got to constantly be paying attention to what's going on and what's not going on. My parents were in recovery, so they looked at raising us through a different lens. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Did you realize it then, or do you realize it now as an adult? And if you didn't realize it then, what did that look like to you and your brothers and sisters? I don't know if you had both, but your siblings. My son be looking for me in the audience, so I never want to disappoint him. My parents never went to none of my stuff. No school trips, nothing. Me neither. And I had to forge my own school trip permission slips because my mom was asleep from carrying on the night before. That's why it's in my DNA to do Jones and After Dark. No, stop. Wasn't that shit. And would never even sign up to be the mom to go on the trip. How many of y'all had the homemade sandwiches when y'all went on trips for y'all lunch? The homemade. I don't ever recall. I think maybe one time I recall having a hero, and I thought it was Christmas. And that was only because my sister Marcia went across the street. She was home that day, and I remember, and she went across the street to get it for me. Because usually my mother would forget that I had to bring a bag lunch, because she was not about to be the one giving me money to have to buy stuff. And you might have been going to a place that didn't have food to be bought. So it was always a last minute in the morning. Oh, shit, you got that trip today. And Sonny ain't bring no lunch meat. So put some peanut butter and jelly together. How many of y'all? Is that what makes us resilient? Thank you, Kim. And when we was in the house by ourselves, mom told us don't open the door and don't answer the phone. Don't use the stove. If you want something to eat, it's peanut butter and jelly or lunch meat. Yup. That I remember. 5th grade, you went to school like it was a normal day, but you graduated. Okay. So then maybe I know Audrey and my father, I saw them come in. But I'm like, where's my mom? Thank you, Scorpion. Thank you for that. A nice, big, fat bam. That's for the Tiki bowl. Hey, Stephanie. My mom ain't chaperone shit. I wouldn't say the only, but my dad used to, I wonder if that was the cute garbage man again. I should have found some trash to recycle. Y'all got me slipping. We're going to have to figure some shit out. Y'all making me miss out on life. Shit. Shit. Why you stop it? It's so stupid. Debbie, you know this is not real, right? Do not tell nobody from the story that I'll be here acting up. They're going to think I'm trying to imitate them on the benches. Is that my dad had the car. Not a lot of people had cars back then either. So he had the car of the building. So whenever somebody's child was sick, or somebody broke a leg and needed to get to the hospital, they would knock on the door. Bam, 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 bam. Is your father home? Marcus just broke his arm. Climbing up the tree. Because you know the question is, how you do that? Instead of, let me get my dad. How you do that? Can you please get your father, please? Who you talking to? Ham and cheese wrapped in foil. My pops wouldn't let my mother come to any of my sports because he said I tried to show off whenever she was there. He was right. What's wrong with that? 8th grade graduation, my father was never in my life. The dope boys raised me in the streets of Patterson. See, that's why I be conflicted. Because I'm like, as much as I know my ex-husband ain't shit on a stick, I know that it's killing Chay. Why the last time he saw him, which was the week before, a couple of days before I was doing Drink Champs, he promised that he was going to start coming around. He was going to be in their lives. He was going to do this. And then never heard from him again. Like, he don't even call for a birthday now. He don't call. Name is Kalan. He don't call for birthday. He don't call him for Christmas. He don't call him for nothing at all. And I know that the one time he came that day and he came to Chay's practice, Chay was going so hard. Like, how do you do that? Just because you were a failed athlete and everything else you attempted to be, how can you even live with yourself? And what bitch would lay up with a nigga like that? You. And you married him, dummy. But I didn't know that was that. I didn't know that. I didn't know that jealousy. The jealousy goes that deep. And it's not even the jealousy per se of the person that left them. It's the jealousy of the gumption that the person would, the gall to leave them. It's the jealousy of the strength that you embody to get up and leave them, the narcissist. And their way to try and still be involved or to affect you goes beyond you. It goes to your kids, right? That's low. That's a low, like, that's low. And the truth is, you're not stopping nothing. Even if you were around, you wouldn't be enhancing nothing, but kids still be wanting their parents around. The parents could not be a piece of shit, but they still be wanting their parents around. And he knows that. Yeah, he's that bad. And be in awe every time I'm doing a show. Got his people calling up the Queen's Flip. Stop. Stop calling to support that derelict behavior. I'll show you all the emails, everything he's saying about, oh, she won't let me see my son. What? I had got wind through whoever he's living off of now, that she's going around, some young girl who he's, she won't let him see the son. I said, really? I had them emails sent over so fast. Of every letter to the judge, it say the same thing. Please make him come and get his son so I can get some relief on the weekend, or I can go and work on the weekend. Please make him come. So you don't even get to get that lie off. You have this far, but now I'm telling the world. That's you. But you wanted to come around when you thought I was falling off. You wanted to come around when you still had your little shiny cars and you was doing whatever you was doing because it was just you. You only taking care of you. You wasn't paying no support. You wasn't doing anything. It's easy to take care of you. Let's see you have them same cars and them same things when you're doing what you're supposed to be doing for your child. But you wanted to come around then and talk about I had cloth seats in my car. Like, who does that? I'll have cloth seats again if it means that my kids are going to have great education. I'll have cloth seats all day long if it means that my kids have what they need. Because I'm not that shallow. I'm not defined by the car that I drive. Material things come and go. I'm not defined by that shit. Nor do I want to be around people that are defined by their objects. That's like so non-king-like behavior. So you comment on the cloth seats and you make comments of, please, you ain't shit. Only people in New York knew you. Okay, that's fine. But when you Google your name, my picture comes up. Bitch. And unfortunately, it's a lie that you put out there that I tried to hit you with my Mercedes. That was a lie. That was a lie. That was that whole situation. He done went and made a whole lie when the cops got there. Oh, she tried to run me down with the car. How I'm running you down? And 2 strikes, nigga. That's what that was. Mm-hmm. Yes, very low brow. Yes, very. Grayson said the book, Jonesy, the book. Jacqueline, do you know? I got so many texts and calls yesterday that it sounds like everybody's ex-husband. I'm like, who is breeding these? And the mom is just as enabling. Did y'all see the video of the mother bringing the little boy back to the mom's house because her son is a baby daddy. And that means he only got to take care of the son a little bit at a time. You go and get a babysitter. Huh? And that shit set me off because I remember the conversation one time I had with my ex-husband that I'm like, so you're not here during the week, which is fine. It's fine. But you think that you shouldn't have to come every other weekend to get him? And I don't care where you take him as long as it's safe. Because, you know, the go-to is let me drop him at my mother's house so I can still go to my... I don't care. Just get him out of here so I can get a break and I can get some sleep and I can do my laundry and I can do me. Is that the video, Giddy? Watch this.
You say what? When will you be back? Start preparing for a babysitter for him. And see what it... No, your son needs to start preparing. No, baby. No. My son is not a babysitter. He got to go to work. So what you're going to need to do, start preparing yourself for a babysitter. We all got to do that. I ain't got to tell my son to do nothing. He's the baby daddy. Now he's working with you. You need to communicate better. He don't communicate. Why would you come to my house? This is your 5-year-old child. You better communicate better. That's my grandson. I'm not a babysitter. I don't have your phone number. Trust me, I would have called it. Somebody open this door. No, his dad is not in South Park. He's not a babysitter. He's a baby daddy. That means he can keep him every now and then. Every now and then. You better get a babysitter. I don't give a fuck what you say. I don't like you. You better get a babysitter. Fuck you. Fuck you. Look here, animal. You better get a babysitter for my grandbaby. We're not babysitters. We're not babysitters. Damn, I wish you was here. What the fuck you think I'm gonna be doing? What you think I'm gonna be doing? You ain't that bad. Trick.
That is like, how many of y'all agree with the mother-in-law that he a baby daddy? That means he only have to be there from time and time again. This Negro told me, he said, I guess him and the girlfriend at that point was talking again about me because once I saw that he was never going to honor the come and get your son and take him out the house every other weekend, he did it for a little while, dropped him at the mother, and then my son stopped wanting to go. And I'm never, if I see you crying, or stay, because there might be something going on. So no, he could stay. But I said, but you're going to pay for a babysitter. You're not coming to get him, and you're not paying, you're going to pay for a babysitter. So when we got in front of the judge was like, I never heard of that. And I said, well, it's not fair that financially I'm on the hook even every other weekend, right? Because when the kids are with you, whatever they want, you got to try and make it happen, whether it be making dinner, that still costs. Them 2 days cost. So why am I on the hook? He said, I was talking to my friend and she said, most people watch their own kids on the weekend. Bitch, he is your kid. Like, what is wrong with you? Like, you're dumb. You are dumb to act like, just because I don't want you here, you don't get to escape your responsibility. Now, the only upside is that, again, you have no redeeming qualities about you. You could never teach him how to be a great man. You could never, because if you knew how, you do how. So why would I want that just for the sake of me getting a nap, me getting some free time on the weekends, or me being able to say, he know his father, he know his father. The one time I asked you to be involved in his sports, and this was flag. You're on the field, you come late, you're on the field, and then you take a call on the field. Are you like you Bill Gates or something? You don't even have a job. Like what? Like what? So now it's visible. Like now you're on the field. The kids could get hurt because you're supposed to be coaching and watching. You on the call like you important. Like I've never seen anybody that needs to feel so important that I don't know. I can't even understand. I don't even know. Yeah, maybe he learned it from her. Because I told you about the night at the party in the house, and when I told her what he did to me, you know what her response was? Well, what did you do to make him hit you? And you in the church. Yeah, I'm good on y'all. Nope, the mom is mad because the son dropped the kid off to her. The kid's mom needs to go to court and ensure he get his son half the time. And it depends on the judges. Because I had to really break it down to the judge in my case who had never heard of that why should he get off of his fiscal and his personal responsibilities because it's inconvenient for him. Why? If he can't make it because he's working or whatever he's doing, then he needs to get coverage. And if he can't find someone in our neighborhood, I can find it for them. And I did. I am the most agreeable co-parent there ever could be. I am the most agreeable one because I don't want y'all. Like when you don't want the person and you have nothing that you're trying to achieve by using the kid, it's easy to be that way. But they don't want to believe that. And they want their friends to think that you are still pining after them. So they go back and they, make up things and make up scenarios. Oh, yeah, she still want me. That's why she on the phone. No, nigga, I want to run them coins. Run them coins and come and do what you're supposed to do. Show him how to pee. Show him how to, whatever it is you guys are supposed to do with your sons. Because I know my strengths and that ain't it. But why should they have to suffer because you couldn't measure up and I had to let you go? Like, I don't understand. Somebody explain that to me. Somebody explain. Run that money and stop playing. And if you don't have the money, I understand. It's not always about money, but come give a lesson. Like, come drop a gem. But don't let the gems be always about you and some abstract shit that they don't give a fuck about. The Jalen's dad on paper, because you all know who his real father is. That'll be in the book. Jalen's dad on paper, he uses Jalen as his therapy. Jalen talking about one thing and he brings everything back to, because when I was growing up, I didn't have my father and I used to, we don't care. It's too late. And I'm not your friend. So please don't dump on me. I don't need the trauma dump. I'm not going to be a friendly ear. Give a fuck. Because at this point, he's 21 now. Get some therapy, get over that shit, and make yourself be a better father than yours was to you. We all learned lessons. We all had shortcomings. Some of us parents didn't, hit us and whatever, scarred us. But to use that as an excuse to not level up, to be a good parent or a better parent than your parent was, and to keep on going back into your childhood, your kid don't need to hear all your fucking trauma in order for them to, learn. Keep some of that shit to yourself. Don't be pouring your fucking trauma on him. And the granny should be ashamed of herself, but she ain't shit neither, which is why her son ain't shit. Good morning. Good morning, black girl. My father Haitian does the same thing. What is that? Is that a Haitian thing? Just start talking about his stuff. Even the other day, I called him to tell him that I took an insurance policy out in his name. I'm out on him. And I said, I just wanted to make sure I got the right address so they don't kick this shit back. Now, really, I just wanted to fight. I wanted but how you taking out insurance? Bitch, let me show you Thank you, Giddy. Let me show you how. And I was like, I just need to make sure the addresses line up. He didn't even argue that. He was like, oh, okay. Yeah. But then he goes to the, I'm about to start selling life insurance. I didn't ask you. We're not friends. I don't care how much you're going to be making. So I could tell the judge. I bet he shut up and rushed off the phone then. Bitch, I will use everything you say to me against you because we're not friends. And please, stop going up to Fat Joe anytime you see him in front of an Atlanta club and telling him that you my baby's daddy. Because number one, that's a lie. Only on paper. And number two, stop using me. Still leeching. Stop. And thirdly, what weight my fucking name got with Fat Joe? Like he's supposed to go, oh, let him in. This Miss Jones' baby father. Who's Miss Jones? Like, stop. Like, that's so whack. Like, and it's the truth. I don't even use my name. If someone don't recognize, I leave it alone. Unless it's the garbage man. He recognized me. I like to stop Miss Jones' music, Giddy. So I don't even know how we got there, but that video with that lady talking about he the baby daddy, so that means he only there from time to time. Is this what y'all bitches teaching y'all raggedy sons? And if so, this is why we have trained our daughters to be by themselves. They're not having y'all babies. They taking trips by themselves. They're starting their own businesses, and they are happy and content doing it. They don't trust your sons to measure up. You ain't got to tell me twice. Can you tell me again how cute he was? I forgot. Listen. Let's go to some. What is this? The black. Oh! Go to the Raheem Shabazz video. The cops is at it again, y'all. It's time to start fucking them up. Is that what it is? The crack babies? I agree. And then they run to the church. They get older and run to the church. Like that's going to erase the fact that they was on crack and alcoholics when they was having your partners. Having your partners. Look at this. Look at this shit. Look. He's you already got him on the floor. It's 4 or 5 of y'all. He's already in handcuffs, and you still punching and punching and punching. Somebody said they heard the ribs crack. And where's Mondami? Yeah, them cops need to get ran up on and ran down. Ran down on. Did you guys see Gabrielle Union? I told you, everybody's talking now. Everybody's talking. Everybody got something to say. Everybody got stories to tell. I'm almost inclined to say it's too late. We don't care no more. But sometimes it's refreshing. So Gabrielle Union reveals that when NBC came to her to be on Friends. Do y'all even remember when Gabrielle Union was on Friends, that short stint she did? Giddy's going to play the video so you can hear her statement.
Friends. And I was supposed to just walk in like, I was watching Living Single. I wasn't a Friends person. If I would have gotten a guest star on Living Single or, Martin, I would have been like, oh my God, New York Undercover. Yes, I've arrived. Friends, okay. So I'm doing press for something else and I'm on The View and I make a joke because everyone's like, oh my God, you're like the first Black person on Friends. And I was like, yeah, who knew I was the Rosa Parks of must-see TV? Turns out NBC did not find the humor that I did. And they literally went through every frame. And I think at this point, it's like season 9 in a show based in New York to find if there was any other Black person who said anything. After looking through 27 episodes per season, 9 seasons, they were like, what we can accurately say is that you are the first African-American love interest on Friends. And they didn't anticipate that it would become a joke because they asked if I wanted to be on Friends and I was supposed.
I love her for that though. But it's too late because Friends ain't even on no more. And then the boy died. Like, so I don't know. But I love her spirit. But you just would have never known she felt that way. Like, you would have never known. So I don't know that it matters, that it even matters. It's not stinging like it should have been. Some of these stories y'all coming out and telling me, I'm going to have to put expired. I need an expired stamp. Nope, too late. Too late. Now, where's the one with the Black woman that was in a mall at Zara shopping and 3 white salespeople from Zara followed her out the store, like ran her down, grabbed her hair, like all the way out the store to her car. And then the woman called the cops. The cops came, checked her, checked the car, didn't find anything, no stolen goods, no nothing. Even after the cops went back into the store to the 3 white salespeople to tell them we didn't find anything, I'll let you watch the video on your own. This is just very like.
The other one?
Okay. So there's a baby blanket that's pink, which is hers, and it's not a dress. It's like one of those little blankets with the hood on it that you wrap babies in, and that's the only pink thing that she has on her person, in her purse, or in her vehicle. She's saying she didn't take anything. She was grabbed by LP as soon as she walked out.
The employees at
the Zara employees. So she's saying like she walked out and they just grabbed her by the arm, and started yanking around and then chased her through the mall. Like didn't announce herself, just said, "Give me my shit back," essentially, and tried to chase.
And talk to her right now. She like pulled over and called in. So
she pulled over and called in.
Yeah, she said you guys were trying to like follow her, I guess.
Obviously.
Yeah, exactly. So
Pause it right there. So the bitch is shocked. The white bitch is shocked. She goes, she pulled over and called in. Yeah, she called the cops because she's innocent. Yeah, she pulled over and called the cops on y'all. And then he's going, I mean, I get, like, still not believing the victim because she's Black. So he's still agreeing with you. And she's like, yeah, of course we stopped her. And he goes, I know, exactly. Like, y'all gotta go. Y'all gotta go. Y'all gotta all be ran down on, like on site, like for real. Sorry, some of the good ones gonna get caught up, but sorry. In order to extinguish all of the bad, corrupt cops, the racist cops, the KKKs, the Proud Boys, the MAGAs, all of that, all y'all gotta get ran down on. Because it's too fucking much. Every day, hashtag leave Black people alone. All Black girls aren't fighters. Because I know I'm sitting here like, why you just didn't just get one of them real good? My mother used to say, you might can't get them all, but you give one bitch the business and they won't try you again. But it's lawsuit maybe. It's lawsuit maybe. It's like, after all these years, Breonna Taylor is just getting a little bit of justice. You would think some shit is just automatic. Nope, they found the bitch, the Breonna Taylor cop bitch that orchestrated the lie and got all the cops together and told them what the story should be when they realized they ran up in the wrong place. Now she want to come clean and be a whistleblower because she's about to have a baby. No, bitch. And let me stop talking about people's babies, but may my thoughts be manifested. No, you don't get to come when it's convenient for you and now say, oh, it was my fault. I did. No, ain't nobody. Well, at least she came clean now. No, it's too late. Bam, expired. Somebody get me an expired stamp. It's too fucking late. Some shit is just too late. Don't make a difference now. It don't make a difference now. But back to this cop. He's like, she's saying, well, we didn't find anything. And she's saying, and then she's like, what? Exactly. Is that? I don't know if they got fired. Can anybody confirm or deny? Got pulled over by racist state troopers who planted drugs in my car. Now I'm fighting the case. See what I mean? Hilton? And you would think that the judge, well, the right judges, there's a few of them that know the fucking play. You know what's crazy? When Officer Denicola, the one in Englishtown, I told you that came up in my house talking about he didn't need a warrant because he had probable cause of some shit that happened like a month prior. So you come in my house and try to bring me down because of a dispute with a white bitch who I would later find out just got out of rehab. I don't care, Mackenzie. That's your fucking mother. I don't care, bitch. You and your young ass shouldn't have called my motherfucking phone. And I don't care. And don't say nothing to Chay. Because he gonna be like, why are you? That's so old. I don't care. Friend or cousin of Denicola. So when he came to the house, I called my cop and he's like, he can't what? I found out later on they didn't give him the warrant because they said he had no probable cause. And he don't realize I understood what he was saying when we got to the precinct. He's arguing with the lady, talking about that cunt wouldn't give me the paperwork. But you just ran up in the house anyway. But my thing is the cop, the lawyer that I went to, the only lawyer I know that will fight cops, he didn't want to, hold on. He didn't want to do it for whatever reason. And it's fine. But the point is, they get away with a lot of shit. And there's so much damage that be done. When we got to court, my lawyer for that particular case, my lawyer asked for the body cam. And when they showed the body cam, what did they say? Something to the effect of, what is it that he said? He was like, oh, are you surprised? He pointed out he did this on the body cam, he did that. And the judge and the prosecutor, the bald-headed prosecutor from Manalapan area. Oh, are we surprised? So if you're not surprised, why do he still have a badge? Why? It's the same thing we witnessing on a governmental level. The Republicans and the Democrats are on the same team. But somebody got to sit on the left side of the restaurant. Somebody got to sit on the right side of the restaurant. But neither are for us. And in the cops, in the precincts, Y'all don't say enough. Y'all stick together because he didn't seen you do some shit. You didn't seen him do some shit. That's why right after that, his boss, Peter Cook, the sheriff, the chief, got fucking fired and kicked out and dismissed. You stealing out of Walmart. Allegedly. It might have been Walmart. Caught stealing. How you, the chief of police in Englishtown, trying to grab me out my fucking car window? And I should have asked you to check your fucking car for stolen goods, bitch. The nerve. And always looking, there's a street in Englishtown, Main Street, and there's a lake. They always sitting over there squatting because the miles per hour changes real quick. It goes from like 40 to 25. So they know if you're not from there and you don't see the speed trap and you're not familiar with that they get you. And they just sit there getting all the Mexicans and all the black people. Every sunny weekend, you will catch the cops of Englishtown on Main Street at the lake apprehending somebody. 9 times out of 10, it's a black person or a Mexican. Thank you, Be True. They get on my nerves. Leave black people alone, or we gonna start going back to fucking y'all up and throwing it all away. And fucking you up like we go. Fuck them up like you know, like you plan to go to jail and just spend time there. You might as well, because you might as well anyway. And if you wind up going to jail based on a lie that they tell, you're gonna be mad at yourself that you didn't just fuck them all the way up. Texas Road too. Yup. Nikki Hall, Texas Road. That's another one. They always trying to apprehend, but that's the Marlboro. Is that Old Bridge or Marlboro cops? I think. Well, it depends on how far you go. Old Bridge cops is a motherfucker too. They are a racist, nasty clan. And it's so bad in Englishtown that they tell you, go down Tennant Road. Go down Tennant. People have realized it. Even the cops from neighboring towns say, we don't fuck with them 5 clown cops in Englishtown. They say that. They said they fucking pull our wives over. They pull our kids over. They don't even respect the gold card that we give our wives and our kids. They don't. It's 5 fucking clown cops in Englishtown. And every time they get a female cop, she's never there long. But they tell you now, don't go down Main Street by the lake. Go down Tennant. Go down Tennant and come into Englishtown the back way. Why do you have to do that to avoid them fucking clowns? We used to have a restaurant in Englishtown Market. What kind of restaurant? Soul food? Because it's usually only one at a time. Shit is wicked out here in these streets. I worry about policemen. I worry about street shit. Yup. That's why my boys got clip-on body cams and one in the car. And I got to keep reminding them, keep that shit plugged in at all times. Not that I'm trying to bring that energy their way, but for years, I see how they target black women on the turnpike. Always a black woman pulled over getting tickets. Yep. That's why when I see the lights, I just pull over before they can even get there. Why'd you pull over? Bitch, because I seen you. Now, here, take my stuff. Oh, you already got it? Yes, hurry up. I got places to go. No need to be nasty. No need to be talking to me. Just take the stuff. And they don't like that. I was going to let you walk. Okay, well, I got money to pay the ticket. Thank you. They get mad. One of them, I gave him a gold card. He goes, oh, who's this? I said, my kid's dad. He goes, your husband? I said, I didn't say that. I said, my kid's dad. So then he starts going, oh, well, tell your baby daddy. No, he thought he was hurting me. And at the end, I was like, you the dumb one, because this is just a friend. You're so stupid. Like, you think that that's hurting. Y'all are more likely to have the baby daddy situation. Y'all are more likely to be the cannibals, to be the abusers, to be the meth heads, to be the, like, y'all are more likely. Statistics show. But you always trying to get in our head and make us think we the ones on welfare. No, it be you and your toothless mother now. Y'all would rather live in trailer parks just to say you got a house and some paper shit, being held together by spit and chewing gum, and still think you doing better than somebody in the projects. I have seen people's apartments in the projects laid the fuck out. You getting free electricity, free cable, well, it used to be free cable, free heat, stay away from the radiator because you will get 3-degree burns, and be laid the fuck out. Got a parking spot. Make sure you put the sticker out. And you over here, Brett, the toothless mother. Yep. And 18 grown young adults in there. In the 2x4 trailer park house. It's called Tiny Town. That's the one in English Town. It's called Tiny Town. It be 18 motherfucking grown adult kids back at home. Back at home. And sitting home throughout the day. There in Howell. Howell's another place with the 18 kids back at home. The fuck was you doing as a parent? Don't get me started. Dinner cola. Now, what are you talking about next? Calvin Duncan. Is Calvin Duncan the man that was illegally jailed out in New Orleans for many, many years? He tried to tell him it wasn't him. They finally released him after realizing that it wasn't him that they accused, and lost multiple years out of his freedom of his life. And then he came out and ran for the criminal court position. We got video.
About Calvin Duncan, a man who was incarcerated for 28 years for a murder that he did not commit here in Louisiana. He was released in 2011 and exonerated in 2021. Last year, he was elected the clerk of the New Orleans Criminal Court. This year, a white senator from Monroe is attempting to take that seat from him before he's ever sworn in. Watch this and let's talk on the other side.
25 years and 11 days bill is finally passed.
A Louisiana bill makes its way out of the Senate and to the House, where legislators will debate whether the clerk of Orleans Parish Civil District Court should take over duties for criminal district court. The measure passed after heated debate from New Orleans Senator Royce Duplessis, who argues the bill only eliminates the criminal court clerk position and does not lay out how the two courts will merge.
You combine those two broken systems with no plan, no path for transition, effective immediately. What do you think you're going to get?
Wednesday's vote comes after Calvin Duncan, who is supposed to be sworn in as criminal court clerk next month, argued to keep his job in front of state senators. He says the measure threatens the votes of 38,000 New Orleanians who casted a ballot for him.
What this bill does is says, thank you, but you waste your time. It disenfranchises everybody.
Fox 8 legal analyst Joe Rasponti says a clerk is crucial for the judicial system to move forward smoothly.
Well, clerk of court is where you file your suits, where they serve subpoenas, where they get records for the court.
But with the bill still having to go through the House, Rasponti says it's hard to tell if other legislators will try to change the measure along the way.
There's really no way of predicting what's going to happen until we see the final package and it's signed by the government.
Keep telling y'all we in reconstruction, like these brothers that are in this portrait behind me. Whenever that there are legislators that are attempting to reconstruct the government in order to dilute Black power, you are in a form of reconstruction. And that is what's happening in Louisiana right now, an attempt to take away Calvin Duncan's seat before he ever gets into the seat. It's intentional, it's deliberate, it's racist. And Jay Morrison from Monroe, the senator from North Louisiana, keeps tipping his finger in all of the business in New Orleans. And for those of you who don't live in Orleans, They're just starting with Orleans. They've already started tampering with the judges here in Baton Rouge. They're going to go to every majority black area to create chaos in the court system, because they create more. The more felons they create, the more people they send to the jails in the rural parishes to create jobs, because jails are job farms. And we never need to get it twisted that the reason they try to incarcerate so many people and they build all these jails in these rural parishes is because they can't figure out how to get economic development there. So they build a jail there and they send your children from the cities to the rural communities to go to jail. And then they count them on the census in those rural communities so that those rural communities can up their numbers in politics. It's Reconstruction 101. And we are in a form of America's Reconstruction in 2026. And those of us who care about ensuring that we have a new form of liberation on the other side of this should fight like hell, should call this out and tell the truth about the racism and the bigotry that's taking place here in Louisiana. The whole country should be talking about the fact that a black man who served 28 years in jail for a crime he did not commit gets elected by the people of his community. And before he can ever take office, they're trying to take the office and dissipate it so it doesn't exist anymore. So that black man can't serve in that office and help other black men and women get out of jail by their records being accessible to them while they're in jail. I supported Calvin Duncan because his story was compelling and he's got a plan to actually make the Office of Criminal District Court in New Orleans better. He should get the opportunity to serve because the people elected him, not the senators and House members that are deciding to try to overrule the will of the people, the same way they did with our ancestors 100 and something years ago. It ain't nothing new under the sun in America. They just rinse and repeat. And if we wake up sooner and fight harder, we can beat their asses every time because we got the numbers and they don't even have to be in power. But you got to want that change as bad as they wanted that change. As always, do good, seek justice, keep pushing.
I love him. I love him. Because even though he broke down the truth for us, right? He had a resolution. Y'all know what that means? Come on over. Come on over to YouTube. I think the solution is obvious. And I know we're tired of hearing it. Oh, Jonesy, all you do is, what is it, rage bait every morning? I know, but we don't have the luxury of shucking and jiving. We have our little fun moments here and there, but we gotta do, I have to bring this home. And you guys gotta share the information from beyond here. It's right in front of our faces. How you gonna jail a man for 20 some odd years for something he ain't do? Then he finally fights his way to get out. The people elect him. And now you want to change, move the goalposts like they always fucking do. Move the goalpost. You just going to come and do what you want to do. Now, what exactly happened in Virginia? Somebody tell me and call in and tell me. The phone number's right there. They always up to something, always, because they know they can't win straight out. They don't never, ever, ever plan to. It's just something in their corrupt whiteness of them. And I know it's not all white people, but you better get your mans in them or else you lump the fuck into. Just like it's not always black people. But I see y'all comments when y'all be like, oh, that's what they do. And this is what the fuck y'all do, Ponzi. How you taking his, I'm still not over the Hurricane Katrina documentary. How they coming to save and shooting people. Like, who? Y'all are sick. It's really something wrong with y'all. It is really something wrong with y'all. Reggie said it's not rage bait. It is. They built this. They built the system, but they built the system, and right. And we realized that the system was built by them. So we studied the system. We learned the system. We put it inside out. We learned the system. and we learn how to get around the system, right? And now that we got all our degrees and all our certificates and we learn how to do that, now you want to change it again. And we can figure it out because they're basic. Y'all are so basic and so minimally smart. It's not hard to run circles around you. It's not hard. Come in with your Brooks Brothers suits. That shit don't mean shit. You're mediocre. And then you cheat. And then you cheat. And then you lie. And you lie. And then when you can't get over with that, then you steal. Then you come over in our culture. You steal our shit. Then you try to remix that so you can be superior in that. And then hold us to, oh, no, you're not hip hop enough. Like, what the fuck is going on? Somebody tell me. Mediocre white boys running shit. Always. How you got old, dusty, non-hip-hop white boys consulting Hot 97? How you going to tell me how I need to be for my people? Because, see, they think because, oh, I'm a Radiohead and I've studied and researched radio. I don't give a fuck about your study and research. Certain things like hip hop can't just be studied. The patterns can't be studied and researched. But they still buying into that shit. They still, I don't even know if they really buy into it as much as if they just want to have a reason to give their friend a check. A nice hefty $20,000 check, of which they're going to get $5,000 in the kickback. And let's just go with that narrative that, oh, you studied radio all these years, so you know the mechanics behind it. Ain't no mechanics to that shit. If that was the case, y'all would have been the ones that created Hot 97 and made the shit hot. It wasn't no white boys in there doing that. It was nothing but black kids, mostly rappers, and Puerto Ricans. The man with the master plan, Steve Smith, he was a white boy. But again, all you could do is make a suggestion and see, based on this working, do more of that. Oh, they loved it when you do that. But you can never come and tell me what my show should look like because you don't know the culture. But we keep on giving them a pass to come in. They give us a little check and we sell off the hip hop goods, sell off the hip hop IP. And then got to beg them to play our shit. Like, are you kidding me? Y'all better wake the fuck up and stop being mad at the people telling you what's going on. Stop fighting my son. Stop fighting him. He knows what he is saying, and what he is saying is true. And a lot of these rappers didn't want to say nothing because they were still on the take, hoping that one day they would get a chance to get back on, or there was a bigger bag waiting. Now they talking too about how the labels would tell them, we want you to talk about killing. We want you to talk about basically destroying your communities. Believe it. Believe it. Right. Steal our shit and turn around and play it in the Cheetos commercial. That's crazy. That's crazy work right there. So then they could come on over into YouTube. Come on over to the Pink Champ channel. So look. So they steal your shit so they could put it in a Cheetos commercial and have their kids dancing like this. Or whipping and nay-naying. Don't ever make me stand up to have to do that shit again. I'm about to smack the shit out y'all. Leave black people alone. I DM'd Godfrey, the comedian that does that leave black people alone shit. I DM'd him last night, an article that I saw. And I said, can you please do a leave black people alone with this? I'm such a doof sometimes, a lot of the times. I hope he does it too. Oh, so the people from the Orchard group still have not responded to my email about how they stole Calling All Ladies in there. Calling all Calling all trillionaire. No, you stole that from calling all, da da, calling all ladies, da da. They still have not responded, so now I'm about to turn up on your ass. Turn up on your ass. And now, ladies and gentlemen, what you're about to witness was Jonesy tried to be nice. Jonesy tried to be non-accusatory. It was a very gentle email saying, hey, sounds a little familiar, but no need to get legal. Let's have a conversation. Maybe since you like my shit, we could work together. I don't want to hear, oh, the person in charge is on vacation. Call that bitch off. Everybody emails, even when people on vacation. I don't want to hear it. Now I don't want to talk. Now I...
Calling all, trillionaires, calling all, trillionaires.
Calling all. I could have said, calling all trillionaires, calling all. That's my melody. That's my lyric. That's my syncopation. You don't get to change one word and steal my shit and sell it to FanDuel. And FanDuel, I'm coming for you too. Get your mans in now. Or we won't be up in court. And if you think the gays shut it down, you see nothing. You see nothing on a Jones girl. The fuck out of here. Sitting there on J Street in Brooklyn, listening to The Block, because who didn't? And hear me every morning going, calling her. And you know what? They probably didn't even know that that was a real song. I'm going to say, they probably listened to the sports report and used to hear me go, but didn't listen enough to know that it was a song because it ain't like The Block fucking played it. So I'll even give you that. But bitch, now you've been put on notice. The Orchard Group on J Street, Brooklyn. Do I need to put the number and have launch a campaign and we just start calling all the fuck over there? Do we need to put the address and the phone number and let's just all start calling saying, give Jonesy her motherfucking money. Give Run his money, or I think that was Wild Style. That's gonna be the next step. Matter of fact, what time is it? Let's call them motherfuckers right now. Let's see what's going. Y'all got me fired up this morning. Why do y'all do this? Why do y'all do this? Giddy, keep the music ready in case they actually pick up. Are you guys coming over? Or are you gonna miss this? You're gonna miss this because I'm not gonna stay on here and there and call there. Come on over to Pink Champs. Go to YouTube at Pink Champs the show. Tired of fucking with y'all. Every day I got to prove my love. So stupid. Let's call them. Let's find them first. Hold on. The Orchard Group, J Street, Brooklyn. No, not on 118th Street. No. J Street. Here they go. Giddy, should we call from there? From where you at? Or should I call from here and just put it on speaker?
It's whatever you want.
Let's see. Let me try and call. Calling all. The fuck?
You've reached the illustrious offices of Orchard Creative. Please leave a message and we will call you back as soon as possible. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Jonesy, and I left an email or sent an email to, I'm not even sure who it was addressed to, but here's the problem. You guys created a jingle and offed it to, or sourced it to FanDuel, and the music and the lyrics that you used are my song. So I was hoping we could have a conversation about it before it, goes someplace else. But whoever it is that needs to know, check your emails. I think it came from Booking Jonesy. I'm not sure. Check your emails because we need to have a conversation before this goes where neither of us probably wants it to go. My number where I can be reached is, actually just email me. Enough calling all. That's actually the jingle that I referred to, calling all. It's part of a song called Calling All Ladies that you guys jacked. All right. Thank you. Hey.
To save this recording, press 1.
Should I do it over and be meaner?
Press 2. To re-record, press 3.
Should I do it over and be, I think I should re-record it.
No, don't be meaner.
Recording, press 1.
Just let it go?
Just let it go.
Press 2.
Okay.
To re-record, press 3. Saved. Thank you for calling. Goodbye.
Bye. The fuck? And let me. I'm tired of motherfuckers stealing my shit. The fuck? You're going to be sitting on emails. You're going to be not responding. Giddy, that you sent me, right? That's the comparison of the thing. You put it in the file that you showed me yesterday. Wait, I can't see him.
Wait, what are you asking?
The colonel, that you sent that to Book and Jonesy, or you put that in the file?
No, I emailed you that one.
Okay, and the email. All right, okay, that's fair. What is this?
Oh, why did you? Okay, you put that up.
Oh, that's this Friday. At Skylark. On Route 1. We're gonna be at Skylark. I'm hosting. Kenny Bobian's gonna be there singing "You Are My Friend." Do one more follow-up email. Well, at this point, it's probably too late for that. You should have caught me before I was calling all. Right, we can't have nothing. Stop stealing people's shit, thinking that they're not paying attention. I got the time. Right, now it's time to calling all lawyers. Exactly. Grayson, I know you got the lawyers. Stealing people's shit. Asia, yup. So come to Skylark on Friday. It's going to be good. And especially if you're celebrating a birthday. Come on, because Courtney is celebrating her birthday. Come on, Courtney. Come on. Thank you to, who was it that just, Elaine, I got you down for 3 boards for bingo tomorrow. And I know I'm seeing the name in my head and I can't. Who else paid me? I'm sorry. Y'all know I'm a mess. People have stolen my property and now I'm a mess. I can't focus. This is proof of stress. This is a compensatory. Is this a compensatory or punitive? I think it's punitive. I can't even remember my guest list for my bingo because they're stealing my songs. Every time I turn around and I hear the commercial, I forget I can't work. I cannot raise my kids. Thank you, Anita. Thank you. Who was it? Somebody just, y'all making donations to the Tiki Fund, and I love you for it. So thank you so very, very much. Who paid for boards already for the bingo? I got Tamiko +2, Grayson +2, Elaine got 3 boards, so that's +2. Who else? No, Brick City, they do it all the time. I'm tired of people stealing. Like, y'all, they got to be brought to their knees. No, because they're going to say you got us harassing them. Let them. They can't prove it. Yes, because you post it live every day. All right, then I'm taking this show down. And I'm taking the live. I'm erasing the live. They knew because your song underscored the sports report when you talk about the ladies. Yep, they knew. I'm trying to give them the benefit of the doubt. Right, man, always trying to steal stuff. It was Crush Groove. I thought it was Wild Style, but you knew the reference. Nicole. Brenda. Yup. It's going to be it's always going to be a song reference, a musical reference in here. Listen to me. Listen to me. Be careful about calling too much. They can use it as harassment. All right. The court thinks 3 calls or more is harassment. Okay. So I'm just going to call one more time. And then I'm going to just do a whole email thing and put their shit out there. Don't be mean over the phone. Okay. Oh, you said have the attorney call. See, I feel like I already got the ball rolling. Why should I let the attorney get a third now? The attorney should have been the one finding the infraction. You eat what you kill from beginning to end. You don't get to come in after I already got the ball rolling and found out all the addresses and all the players and put together the comparison of the songs and stripped out the music so you could hear the direct the pattern, calling all. It don't matter if it's calling all ladies or calling all trillionaire. It don't matter. You did the calling all. Thank you for keeping me. Oh, Angela and Mr. Curtis keeping me on the straight and narrow. I love being on a short leash. Oof. Oof. Do it over and provide the actual email I used. Okay. Use some profanity. Let them know you ain't playing. Richard trying to get me, trying to lose some zeros. The judge goes, but because Miss Jones chose to take the law into her own hands instead of waiting for her day in court and called with profanity, thereby contributing to the stroke of so-and-so, I award you $0. And now you owe them their full medical. I could see that happening. Kim White wants me to get an attorney. Demand executive producer credit and percentage. I need licensing fee. Jodeci would play bingo tomorrow night if he wasn't playing spades. Did you find your partner yet? Sterling's birthday. I'll be there next month. Next month is my mom's birthday. I'll win at spades next month. Okay. You do got the ball rolling. One more call on email and give it God. Let him handle. Okay. Because now you can't say, I missed the 10-10. But now you can't say that you ain't get nothing. You got the voicemail and we got witnesses. And I know you got the email because it ain't bounced back. So the next story is about, what is Nia Long doing? Or did you want, the Nia Long NDA. What's that about? Did I send that to you?
The sneak links. Why can't we just say, hey, it's
and
Friday?
They talk too much. Where's the NDA?
Way too much. I do
we
need that.
an NDA.
The NDA I need stat.
Right now. We
Anyway.
definitely eat it and sign.
Because I'm done. I'm done with they're not being
sign is
enough.
Crazy.
Oh, it's so heated and sign is eating it. Okay.
Listen.
I don't know why Keke Palmer annoys me.
Why can't we have a look? Why can't?
I don't know why.
Well, the backstory on that, in case you don't know, she has younger lovers and she makes them sign an NDA.
Who does?
Nia Long.
Oh, okay. That's her business.
The backstory on it.
The big question is, why does Keke Palmer annoy me so? I feel like she feels like, I don't know, it's like she's trying to be grown. She tries to be an old woman, like an older woman. You ain't lived like us. Stay in your young child lane. You may not be on Disney anymore, but you are not mother. And stop trying to sit in a chair of authority like you done seen some things, because you still getting sprayed by puppy water. So it annoys me. It's like she's acting. She wants to act the role of an OG or a mother or a grown. I don't know what that is or what bothers me. I got to get over it, though. I'm over it. Hey, pretty Nia Long. Keep getting the back blown out. Marjorie Taylor Greene. Can we play this? Is this video? She's getting threatened by Trump. Oh, wow. Too bad, so sad. You get what you get. You don't get upset. That was your man's enough. I don't give up. Because Keke Palmer comes off performative at all times. That's what it is. Thank you. I said it without seeing your comment, that it's like she's always acting a role.
Text message after I had resigned and he had been attacking me, and I was receiving it in just, I can't even count how many death threats. And but the death threats escalated on one of my children, and I had sent those death threats to the FBI director, Kash Patel. I sent them to the vice president, J.D. Vance, Susie Wiles, James Blair, and I even texted the president. And I was so upset over death threats on my children because of him. And the quotes and the death threat were from what the president had been calling me a traitor. And I'm not a traitor to my country. Standing up for rape victims doesn't make me a traitor. And I reached out to the president and to let him know this is what's happening, because what you're saying about me. The only time I reached out to him was, and he was very unkind about these death threats. And so that was our last exchange.
What did he say to you?
He basically blamed me. He had no compassion for death threats on my children. He blamed me basically that if my son were to get killed, it would be my fault.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, it was, and I said back to him, I said, no one's children should ever be the victim of death threats or have any kind of political violence brought on them because of our politics, because of our disagreements. He had no compassion whatsoever.
What do you feel about that? I mean, you knew Donald Trump very well. You were very close to him. You were very friendly, supportive, and so on. To reach that point in your relationship, how do you feel about
And
that?
I thought that tells me exactly who, it's like a nail in the coffin. It tells me exactly who Donald Trump is. Some of my biggest political enemies would never say that to me. Democrats that I may have had disagreements with in Congress would have never said that to me. No one's ever said those type of words to me. I don't know what kind of person basically has no compassion or care to someone's child being threatened to be killed. It's unimaginable, really.
But wasn't, just bring Keke Palmer back, because I don't even, Wasn't she standing 10 toes down against the Democrats? Basically, I'm just paraphrasing. That's what y'all get. That's what you're getting. There'll be more of it. Like, wasn't she basically saying we deserve the hell that we're about to get because we went against her mans and them? Wasn't she throwing that towards us? Or is this the wrong bleached, blonde, bad built, butch, body, bully, bitch liar? Thank you, Amazon Mom. That was right on time. Wasn't she telling us she didn't care that, oh, who cares? You shouldn't have voted that way? Real quick, whoever it was in this chat that just said, now I see why Ume Udika Neil Long's ex, now they see his reasoning. I'm fighting you. 3 o'clock, me and you. I'm fighting whoever said that. I can't scroll back fast enough. Whoever said that, I'm fucking fighting you. I cannot. Because I wanted to say, stop talking. You one of the people that never talk, that I'm good with never talking. Like, Nia, stop. Stop. You should have married Will Smith. Stop. Your true love. How you true? Richard Tate. Richard Tate, me and you, 3 o'clock. It's going down. Because that is funny. Because I'm sitting here thinking the same exact thing. Like, shut up. You've been the one most, like, the most mature, up, quiet. We didn't even know you was with that dude. Nobody knew because you keep your shit Scorpio tight-lipped. Now you want to sit down with this raggedy, overacting, overperformative child, and you share that shit with a child? Yeah, no. Right. Brenda! Yeah, no. Stop talking. Who else paid for something? For the who else paid for something for the Comedy in Harlem bingo tomorrow night? Y'all better tell me. Tell me now, for you be at the door fighting with Kim from Harlem. You know Kim ain't letting nothing go by her. You be fighting with Kim and Big Mel. Big Mel locked the doors at the church. He did it. He did it. Called up to the station to tell us. Pastor said lock the doors and pass the plate. I locked the doors. They passed the plate. So you better tell me now if you bought some bingo boards. Because as it stands, I only got, who is it? It's another, I know when I see your name. I got Elaine, Grayson, and Tamiko. And I know it's more than that. Now, I very well could go through my Cash App and my Zelle. But anybody got time for that? And I got time for that. All right, while you're gathering that, I want to play who is Pastor Doug Wilson? Let's not even go there. Let's go. Do we want to go there or do we want to go to what they teach Black kids?
The pastor is more MAGA, if you want to spend time on that.
Nope.
Or we go to Black kids.
Yay, Black kids for the win. I said 60 for a future investment. So, wait, what does that mean? That was for Chay, for the Tiki Bowl, right? And thank you. She was, but she recently called out Israel, AIPAC, corruption in both parties, has teamed up with Ro Khanna, so we'll see. Let's see how that ages. Is this video?
Study last night. for the Virginia Standards of Learning exam. So I recognize that's above your concern, your level of authority, but I didn't know who to raise my concern to, because usually I cook and my husband assists my children with their homework, but I was feeling a little under the weather. So we reversed roles last night, and I saw that what they were teaching my child was that the status of early Africans was unknown, and that they were probably slaves or servants. As a HBCU graduate who knows better, although I lived in Prince William County, I attended Thomas Jefferson High School, so I was not a product of Prince William County schools. But it's one thing to say, we're not going to cover that. It's another thing to lie to my child and say that their history is unknown and that they were probably servants or slaves before they came to America. And I feel like part of this miseducation is a reason for our current country's climate. And the fact that if my child gives an answer other than what's on that paper, that she's considered wrong. So how do I educate my child and teach her that her history is powerful, that her history is amazing, and what her classmates are learning or what they carry with them when they become senior leaders, executives, and feel that it's beneath them to promote someone above them because their ancestors were just slaves or servants. Right now, I'm working in the CIA as the chief of a group within the Diversity and Inclusion Office, and I'm fighting these battles every day to change minds, to change hearts, to change unconscious bias, because they're not unconscious, they're taught at this age to our children and their classmates. And I don't know what can be done about that, but I figured I'd start with you all. Because I have 3 babies, 9, 10, and 11, in Prince William County schools who are being shaped for their future.
I get it. I don't know what she thought them tears was going to do. Tears don't move the white folks. The only thing that move the white folks is losing their money, their status, or their home. That's it. They don't even care if they lose family members. Shit, they drive them to the old folks' home and be waiting for them to croak so they can cash out that account and that insurance. It's Denise Sparrow. Denise, I got you down. And thank you for the Tiki Bowl donation too, Denise Sparrow. If you ain't here, Denise, how many boys did you get? We shouldn't be ashamed of slavery. Our ancestors were incredible. Right, but there is more to it, right? That's what they want to block us in as, just slaves. So we're always looked at that. Like we never get beyond that. There was a video I saw of a little girl that made Bessie Owens her superhero. This is what the project was about. And the teacher refused her and said, no, I'd rather you do Harriet Tubman or maybe Rosa Parks. I'm just saying Rosa Parks. The old ones. And then when the little girl still stood 10 toes down and did her Bessie Owens poster, the teacher refused to allow her to present in front of the class. So do you see how they're in real time trying to force us to just stick to the old heroines, which, all right, but is that because you want us to think that our greatness ended back then when slavery supposedly ended? Everything y'all use today, it's 1,000 things in your motherfucking office, house, car, all by Black people. All by Black people. And I don't want to hear, oh, they had the patent, not the this. That's because y'all always was tricking them and keeping them from getting. Y'all just annoy me. Y'all just please leave us alone. We'll leave you alone. Leave us alone. Stop coming when we build up community. Stop coming over there. Get your toothless cousins and them from West Virginia and tell them to leave us the fuck alone and stop burning our shit down. Lesson we gonna burn y'all up. Finally, something fun. Anita G says, how many cast members will be on R&B Divas? So, how many do you think should be? So far, I have 4 definite, including me. 4 definite, including me. And all of the 4, and 4 in a possible. 4 in a possible. I still haven't. I've been texting, but I keep falling asleep when I'm supposed to call Bam from Total. She fell asleep the first night, and then I fell asleep the next night. But we always, and we like, child, we can't be falling asleep on the show. Child. But I don't know yet if she's in, but so that would be 5. How many do we need? But I'm telling you, based on who we got, we need somebody that simply is just happy to be outside and working on, either loves her family and just wants to do family stuff and doesn't. I don't understand why everybody's so angry. Why are you guys always yelling and fighting with it? We need that person. We need that person. Because as much as I don't plan to be carrying, I'm definitely not going to be crying trying to make kumbaya. I'm kind of like the Shawnee O'Neal of the cast, right? Right? And you're going to have no more oxtails or food with seasoning. Just leave us the fuck alone. Thank you, y'all. 5 altogether total. Okay, 5 is good. Okay. You keep asking like everybody else about Mona Lisa. I would love to know where Mona Lisa is. I got tricked by a Mona Lisa fan page, and even that person don't know where Mona Lisa is. So I don't know. So all right. If Pam says yes and Nikki agrees, that's 5. I still think we need one more that's just like, No, because Monifa was already on the Atlanta one. What reality show is Envy's wife a part of? I didn't know that she was on the show. I know they talked about her being on Housewives of New Jersey, but I didn't know that was a go. And yes, you can have one more. They can be friends to the show. Okay. All right. Because everybody I got a story thus far. I'm very excited about that. Or mother one boys to text does a lot. Yeah. Get sick, so if you have to kick a couple off for fighting. Nia, thank you for thinking ahead. Thank you for thinking ahead. Everything Trump touches dies is the title of a book that was published a few years ago and is very true. And yet, I don't want to see no white tears because y'all and y'all family voted him in. And the I billboard for Donald Trump. Y'all too. How about Sybil? Sybil's down south. She got a whole wine company or a line of wine. She's down south. She ain't up here. That's why you said it, because you probably see her in the Piggly Wiggly. They got the chain of Piggly Wiggly down there. Eric, you got Piggly Wigglies down there near you? I know they in Atlanta. Georgia ain't far from South Carolina. Shit, you go to Augusta, you can walk over that bridge. The Piggly Wiggly. So that is Friday. No, not Lisa. Lisa was pop. And she's older. We're going to go Lisa. We might as well go Melissa Morgan. If we're going Melissa Morgan, we might as well go Patti LaBelle. Ain't nobody got time for the goddamn patty pies. See, I knew it. He said he lived right down the street from the Piggly Wiggly and the Publix is on the right. Yep. So look, this is Friday. This is tomorrow. No, this is May. This is the day before Mother's Day. Me and Yvette Michelle out in Long Island at backstage. And then that's Friday. And I have to send you this flyer. Somebody else donated. Did I thank you, Al Lane? Thank you, Nixon and Casey. I got you down. Sequoia from Mount Vernon. Hey, boo. Hey. Are you in here? Oh, come on, Ryan Lane. Ryan is the other half of Coffee Brown, but Ryan is the one that wrote Calling All Ladies with Lady and the Tramp and me and did the reference. Ryan, did you hear the commercial that they trying to steal Calling All Ladies? Child. You know, I caught that, flipped that, script that, tripped that. And Marcella and Tramp said they ain't got time to be suing, but I can. Okay. They watching now. It's a quiet from Mount Vernon. I was up there twice last week. My studio, my podcast studio is in Mount Vernon. Ow. Nice. Monifa should be featured guest. She has a big personality and she's funny. How you want to tell me about my friend? That's my friend, Roxanne Shante. Now that is interesting. She's not necessarily R&B. How far are we going with this R&B diva shit? Like, how far are we going? Do we have to really stick to, you said, where's Miss Lucy? Right? Gia. Hey, Coco. But Monifa be the mother. Monifa be the mother. Let me tell you. When we travel, she the one that snatched everybody's passport out their hand and go over to the thing and come back and give us all our things, our receipts for our bags and stuff. Nope, not Ryan Leslie. Ryan Lane. He's the second half of Coffee Brown now. Oh, but Ryan Leslie, did he or did he not dodge a Cassie bullet? He was heartbroken when she left him for Diddy. He's like, I'm the one that introduced him. I was shopping her demo. I lost the deal and the girl. God knows all things are what we need, which brings me back to my original point this morning when I opened up the show. And I said, whatever you're going through, just don't let it occupy your whole day because it's going to work itself out. Either you got to make a change or something settles in, but it always works itself out. But what you can't get back is the time you spent worrying over some shit you can't control no way. And as hard as it is to do that, as hard as it is to accept it, we have to manage our moments of weakness, our moments of frustration. Keep trying. Like, don't ever stop. Keep trying. But just manage the time. Don't obsess. It's hard. I'm just saying, if Diddy is out in time, will he be a friend to the show? It depends on what Diddy we get once he gets out, right? Is that a safe answer? Who knows who he gonna be when he gets out? He might become Pastor Diddy. I don't expect him to come out soft and just fade into a quiet, retiring life. I expect it to be with some new title or some new delivery, right? Right? What do y'all think? Joan, listen to me. I already know. I already know. No, I saw a post yesterday. Tracy Ellis Ross posted something asking a question, and it was about should married people something. And somebody put, how about single people like you need to mind your business instead of married? I said, Tracy Ellis can never win. Because you never know when she's joking and when she's trying to be serious. But the people was like, I feel like single people don't need to be giving married couples advice. And I agreed with that. But I said, I think you need to go and tell your mother to pay Florence Ballard's daughter their mother's share of her success. I typed that. And somebody put big eyes like, where the fuck that came from? There's a lot more coming. Pay them girls. They are my age. A set of twins born in October of 68, and they all on welfare. Cut them a motherfucking check. You got that oil tycoon that died, hit the tree, skiing, died. You got his money. You got the Silverstein, Tracy's dad, money. And Barry probably cheated you out your royalties too. But you can get him to cut a check. Get them girls. How much do we want? We have to get our ass together. Because I'm going to manifest the conversation where I get Miss Ross on this show and I bring it to her. Or her daughter. They don't have no real power. Roxanne Shante should do Housewives of New Jersey. She lives in Newark. No, she shouldn't. You can't do Housewives of New Jersey unless you got to be loaded, even if it's corrupt, fake loaded, because they look down, even if you got a couple of million, they look down on you. Roxanne Shante should not do that. Would change the whole franchise. Like, no, I'm sorry. And I have no problem with Roxanne Shante. If it's between that and R&B Divas New York, then I'd take her in my house. Before, I don't want to see that because she will fuck them up. She's too real for that franchise. She flipped the table. She throw bodies. That is not the place for Roxanne Shante. But does she want to go on there? Because if she wants to go on there, then by all means, I'm here for the watching. Or are we just putting things out in the universe and seeing what sticks? They like muscles. I don't like that lady, Dinah. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if I would put her in there with them girls. They might try and set her up. I don't know. I don't know if it's safe for Gia. I don't know, because I'm very protective over Envy and her by extension of. And I don't like the nonsense. Because at the end of the day, they're going to side with each other. And Gia, as light as she is not white. So but if she's doing it, it definitely could be entertaining, I guess. I just don't see Gia as being an open sharer like that. You know what I mean? You got to be prepared for shit you not planning to share to get shared. That's how them producers get you. How do I know? Because I'm about to get down. No. I'm not. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. All right. Did I have anything else? No, that was it. I got through all my topics. I got through all my topics today. Yay. And I got an email that I think as a result of our domestic violence episode yesterday when Mama Jones came in, she's having a gala. Do we still have her flyer? Didn't you put it up though?
No, that was her website I put up. You were supposed to send me the flyer.
Gotcha.
I can put the website back up. But if you can get the flyer, that would be great.
Let me see. Can y'all believe that May is almost here? I didn't expect it to be this freezing this close to May. Like there's something wrong. And here y'all, I told y'all that winter wasn't through with us, having its way with us. I don't know where it is. It might be in the iPhone. Hold on, y'all. And the library. Don't forget June 9th. Please put it on your calendars. Come check me out at the Queens Public Library. Doing a seminar about reinvention, reinventing yourselves. Mama Jones. Here it is. It's May 30th at Bronx Music Hall, 5:30, From Rags to Riches organization. And you can choose your level of support donation. I just sent to you, Giddy. Years ago, it was a blizzard in May in New York, and that's when I knew I had to relocate again. I was seasonally depressed. That is a real thing. Certain seasons, it just should not be certain weathers, certain temperatures. I like how there were many lives that showed this morning. I like them all. I think it gives more attention to the channel. Wait, what do you mean? Groundhog didn't see the shadow. So it should be sunny. The shadow make him run back in. The shadow scares him, make him run back in. And by the way, are we really believing in the groundhog? Isn't he on The Neighborhood as Tashina Arnold's husband? That's why I beat so many chemtrails in the sky. Have to pay attention to that. That's why I beat, wait. Call me crazy, but I think they have a weathering machine. Jonesy After Dark. I think if the weather ever was being controlled, this asshole is doing it. Oh, the bonus hour. Oh, okay. Yeah, the bonus hour was ingenious. Go, Kitty. You gonna get it. This is the information for Mama Jones's Rags to Riches Gala, helping to find resources for people trying to escape domestically violent environments. They literally followed that woman all the way, and the cop was siding with the women. You're supposed to be non-biased. But that's the same thing that happened when he came into my house, that cop, Denicola. The next day I went and filed against the lady. He was like, I'm not taking your complaint. You don't get to not take my complaint. Well, I'm not taking it. I said, then I'm going to the judge. So I wrote a letter. The lady in the courthouse said the judge denied your letter. Like, how do y'all just do that? That's why I got the fuck up out of English Sound. I hate that place. Hate them, hate them. Hate them, hate them, hate them. May's next week. That's so crazy. It's almost my birthday. I don't know how to dress. Right. More importantly, let me shout out the donators today. Thank you, Kiana. Thank you, Anita. Anita twice. And then there was some on the Cash App too. Many on the Cash App. Some of you asked me never to mention your names. So that is the only reason why I will not. Thank you, Nah. Jacqueline, yours came after the show, but thank you. Melvin Washington, thank you so much. That's Mel. Thank you for that huge donation to get the Chay's Tiki Bowl donation fund up. Zach Mack, Regina Blake, Mimi, thank you so much, Mimi, for the Tiki Fund. And Jacinda, thank you. You know why I'm saying it like that. Today, Nixon McCrae, appreciate you. Every bit helps. Al Lane, thank you for Chay. And Casey, thank you for Chay. Well, actually, no, Casey's was for her list, for her bingo boards, child. She said, Chay gonna be all right. Yep, Elon might be doing it. This morning when I went to YouTube, there's a live button and it showed me other shows. Bonus. Sorry in the Garden. Was that us?
If he's following us, which I believe he is, we should have been on that list too.
Chay Bella, enjoy the rest of your day too. There is a weather enhancer. Someone recently did a report of this being the case dating back to the Johnson administration. I believe it. And I can't wait to see the documentary behind it. I believe it. I want to see the documentary behind. Did they do a documentary already behind what did I want to see a documentary behind? I also want to see documentaries behind movies. I also want to see that.
So Trinero said yes. So we did come up as a bonus on his list today. Great.
Yay. Getting some traction. Some more traction. From traction comes action. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up because I have a meeting in a little while with the lovely Bergen chapter of the Links about the Mother's Day brunch. This is why I tell you, those women, they got their shit together. They're leaving nothing to chance. They're like, we're already going out on a whim by getting Jonesy, but we're going to have to get her all the way together. So I can be well poised, well statured, well. So I can be all the things. So I can present like the MC. Then somewhere way out yonder sky, they have a station that literally makes fake clouds. I believe it. But who wants them? What's the purpose? To make people sad and depressed because it's cloudy? Better cloudy than windy. Ugh. Joking. Thank you, Kim. Kim is reminding everybody to sign up at the new channel. That's the link. It's official Jonesy in the morning. So we can get on that channel because now we're on the Pink Champs channel. It's time to get off. Decoding the Weather Machine on Prime. Oh my gosh. Blue Cantrell. Huh, that's a thought. Because even if she isn't still here, she's from here. That's interesting. What about Music Soul Chops? Like, I'm kidding. Leave that boy alone. I love music. Guys, please stay warm. Because, baby, it's cold outside. I love you for watching. I thank you for joining us for our bonus hour now that jumps off at 7. Everybody have a blessed day. Like the live on your way out. If you haven't done so already, thank you, Jodeci. Thank you, Brick City, for look. Can everybody be like Brick City and go and subscribe to the Jonesy in the Morning channel? Two Girls Mom, thank you for being here. Kim from Harlem, everybody, give her a round of applause. Alain, thank you again for the donation, and thank you for being here. Everybody, be good. Don't overthink it. Bye, guys. Love you.